All right, we've got the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons here in the divisional round of the playoffs. There we see a beautiful throw and catch there by Peyton Manning to Julius Thomas. Manning back to pass, looking to throw, and he completes the beautiful pass right on the money, right there to Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah, Peyton Manning trying to take the Atlanta Falcons to the NFC Championship game and hopefully a Super Bowl. Meanwhile, you have the scrappy Detroit Lions putting up a fight. There is Tannehill completing a pass to Mario Manningham for the almost touchdown, 78-yard pass. And on the 1-yard line, we have Reggie Bush running right into the end zone. Beautiful play by him. And yeah, Reggie Bush, he's been a long-term veteran with this Lions team, drafted in 2006. Here we are in the 2013-2014 playoffs, trying to bring Detroit some success. And there's Jordan Shipley as Manning rolls out to the left. You see he cracks 100 yards passing. And there, a beautiful run by Steven Jackson, scoring that touchdown. The Falcons have been without Le'Veon Bell for a good chunk of the season. When Le'Veon Bell is there, they do fantastic, but they've been having that difficulty with injuries with their running back core. But 14-7, the Detroit Lions are coming right back at them. And right there, you see a drop by Reggie Bush. That's very uncommon. We go to a similar play, and this time he catches it. So right before the half ends, we see Detroit tacking on a tying touchdown. So yeah, the Detroit Lions are keeping in this game. Falcons are definitely the favorite considering the experience of this team with Manning and Fitzgerald. But with 13 seconds left, Peyton Manning decides to take a shot down the field. And there we see Steven Jackson coming down with the reception. Now, with 4 seconds to go, they don't go for the field goal. They go for it all. And you see Larry Fitzgerald getting the touchdown grab, his second of the game, thrown by Peyton Manning. So just like that, 13 seconds, touchdown, Falcons. And winner of this game is going to go face the Arizona Cardinals, who've been the #1 team. But here we start off the second half with a big deep throw from Tannehill. And then another little underthrow there, or not underthrow, but the low pass through to Todd Heap. The veteran, that is not his face. I don't know why his face is wrong, but that doesn't matter. He still gets the touchdown. Detroit ties the game up. There we have Manning back to pass. Throws across the middle, caught by Fitzgerald. Falcons trying to keep this go-ahead drive because they've been leading the game the entire time. As long as they keep scoring, they're in good shape. Here you have Manning back to pass, rolls out, tries to connect to Fitzgerald, underthrows it, and we see an interception by Detroit. Not a good sign for the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons needed to keep that lead, and now Detroit has a chance to take their first lead of the game. And you see Mario Manningham with the wide receiver reverse, making good things happen. Tannehill back to pass, throws, and there they do it. They take the lead here at the start of the fourth quarter. Tannehill connecting with Jason Hill. So now all of a sudden the Atlanta Falcons have to come away with some sort of response. And over the middle to Steven Jackson. He does. They get a good chunk of yards there. And then you've got Larry Fitzgerald hauling in that pass. Peyton Manning back to pass, looking to throw. Throws it across the middle. Braylon Edwards makes the grab. Manning back to pass, looking to throw. Connects with his running back, Steven Jackson, who almost answers the call at the 1-yard line. And then the fullback run to Steven Jackson gets in. Atlanta is able to tie the game right now. Here we go. Detroit answers back with a huge play. Ryan Tannehill, Jason Hill really taking charge of this divisional game, trying to send Detroit to the NFC Championship game and maybe the Super Bowl. Really close game here in Atlanta. We've got the young versus the old. Manning, representing Team Old, connects with Larry Fitzgerald. Manning back to pass, or behind center, hands the ball off to Steven Jackson. Now he's back to pass, and just like that, he zips it to Edwards. And as a Browns fan, I've seen that all too many times. We see a drop, but now a deeper throw there, a longer route. Edwards comes down with the catch, and Brad Childress decides to play it safe. You'll see him go and kick the extra point, which will likely send this game into overtime. Nice to have a 6'3" receiver who can catch. Only, from time to time, that is. But there's the end of regulation. Falcons supposed to have won this one very easily, but they were unable to seal the deal. So now we are in overtime. Detroit starts with the ball. Trying to move down the field. Making some progress. We see him roll out. That is Clay Matthews that's running behind him, that number 54. See another play action fake. Another pass there to Heap. And they had to settle for a field goal. Now Manning, if he can get a touchdown, he'll win this game. So with that deep throw, he connects with Larry Fitzgerald. Looking like this drive is pretty solid for them. 365 yards there for Peyton Manning. And right here, they're trying to make something happen. And he just throws out of the sack, which keeps them in field goal range. And they make the field goal. But now Detroit just needs a field goal, and then they will be able to win the game. And with that pass there, Todd Heap gets them in position to kick the game-winning field goal. The Detroit Lions triumph over the Atlanta Falcons. This was a surprise. This was a shocker. And, of course, the Detroit Lions will be taking on the Arizona Cardinals. So there are some highlights there from the game. Jason Hill being very productive. Manning getting sacked. Detroit really showed up for this game. And there you have the box scores. You can see right now it's Tannehill with 369 yards, 4 touchdowns, no turnovers. Manning, 365 yards, 3 touchdowns, that 1 interception. Steven Jackson with 2 yards and a nice 69 yards. And then Reggie Bush has 73 yards and a touchdown. Tannehill with 24 yards rushing. Larry Fitzgerald, 138. Steven Jackson, 119. Fitzgerald with the 2 touchdowns. Braylon Edwards with 1. And then Jason Hill with 149 for Detroit. So there you have it. That is the end of the divisional round. Next up, the AFC and NFC championship games.